Mr. Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding this markup on a very important bill that will shape our future energy policy. First, I would like to note that I fully support the goals of this bill. Climate change is real, and it must be addressed now. However, that does not mean that we should do something simply for the sake of doing something. We must create a deliberative policy that not only addresses the environmental concerns, but also protects American jobs and all ratepayers. We also need strong buy-in from the stakeholders involved, and I'm happy to note that companies from all different sectors are supporting this modified legislation. My home state of Indiana has a strong potential to help our country move into a clean energy future. In Indiana, 2 facilities are being built that will provide researchers with the tools they need to create large-scale clean coal facilities in the future. Our factories and workers are some of the best in the country, and we have the experience and the expertise to create a large-scale manufacturing industry. While we have made great strides with this legislation during the past month, this is only the beginning of the process. As this legislation makes it through other committees and through the full House, we need to continue to work to address concerns and bring in more stakeholders. I want to thank you, Mr. Chairman, and your staff for working with my office to address several specific concerns that I had. First, the energy-efficient manufactured housing provisions will help many working families purchase new Energy Star manufactured housing, benefiting both industry and families with their utility bills. I also want to thank you and Chairman Markey for working with me on several municipal solid waste provisions, including allowing states like Indiana to count it as a renewable source of energy. Indiana currently produces only 0.4% of its electricity from renewable sources, 96% from coal-powered utilities, and the rest from natural gas. This clean technology that turns ordinary garbage into electricity is actually considered a renewable net greenhouse gas reducing technology by the Environmental Protection Agency. As an excellent source of green energy, investments in waste to energy will also create thousands of jobs and billions of dollars in new facilities, especially in areas where wind and solar are not a viable option. Since the introduction of this bill, we have worked in a constructive manner to create a smooth transition to a clean energy future. Industry has stepped up and positively engaged on this issue and deserves long-term policy certainty to make their investments. As President Obama has said, we don't want to look back 20 years from now and wonder why we did not act. I look forward to working with everyone on this committee in the upcoming days to produce a bill that protects ratepayers and sets long-term achievable goals for industry to meet. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hill.